Welcome back, friends of the Salem Public Library. It's Rhonda here bringing you another tech tip today. So I wanted to explore Google search options. I know that lots of people have used Google. Actually, I'm pretty sure all of us have used Google by now. And as we're all aware, you can really get lost in the search results there. And my goal today is to help you narrow that down a little bit. So the one that is most common, I'm just going to kind of go over it verbally because I feel I have other ones that I would like to get to. But the most common one is when you put quotation marks before and after the words that you type in the search bar. What that does is it brings up the exact words in your searches. So instead of it being like a broad, vague search that may or may not contain some of those words, you can put the quotation marks before and after, no space, just directly before and after the first letter and last letter, and it will help you bring better results to your computer. So I'm going to bypass that today though, because I want to show you something just a little bit different. The first one I'm going to show you is the minus sign. Now, the reason you can use the minus sign and the reason it's so helpful is because you can search for something and exclude a specific type of object or category, and it can really help you filter through some of those results much faster. So let's do an example. So I want to see what the best streaming services are minus Netflix. Now, pay attention to how I formulated this in the search bar though. So I went best streaming services, space, minus, and then the word, no space. So that trips people up all the time. You have to make sure it is directly in front of the category or the word that you want removed. So make sure you're not adding any additional spaces. Hit enter. And here we are. So the very first few things that pop up, I don't see any mention of Netflix. Now, as a reminder, the internet is not perfect, so it's very possible that somewhere along the lines you're gonna find Netflix, in there. But it really is trying its best to bring anything other than Netflix to the top of the search results. So as you can see, like scrolling down, you are certainly going to run into like maybe some articles that list Netflix there, but Netflix isn't part of your top search results. So that is one example for the minus sign. The next one I want to bring to your attention are the double periods. So not many people know about this, but the double periods act as a range. So let's say you wanted to buy a car. Let's say vehicle for sale. And you want to look between $6,000 only two to $9,000. You hit enter. So of course, as all Google results have, you're going to get all of your ads there. But as you scroll down, you will eventually, you can open up some of these and you will notice that the prices for these vehicles fall within that range. Now, you can do this with years or, dates apparently, or if you're looking for something that, maybe you're looking for a car that, is between the years of 2015 and 2017, you can just go 2015 ... 2017 and it's going to bring that up for you. It's such a simple search tool, but it really can help you get the results that work best for you. The last one I want to show you today is actually, I have two more. I want to show you a little bit about reverse imaging with Google. So a long time ago, I watched a show called Catfish, and I learned through Catfish that you can actually take a picture and drop it into Google, and it will bring up that exact picture. So if you're looking to buy something particularly, and maybe you don't know where to go or how to even start the search, if you have a picture of it, you can go ahead and drop it into Google Images. So let's do a quick example of that. And feel free at any time to pause this video and give some of these things a check out on your own. They're really are very helpful tips, and it's like, again, it's not a perfect science, but it will definitely help you get the results that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and click on images. Okay, and so I'm going to remove our previous search. And now I do have a photo here that I would like to drop into Google Images. And the way you do that is you can go here, you go to upload a photo, and I'm going to go to my desktop because that's where I saved it. And here we go. So here I uploaded a picture that I took many moons ago, but I am getting the results of this image. So we get lots of like plant pathology that pops up, and here we are. This is the exact plant that I had put in, and it gives us all sorts of pictures and resources that we can click to get to that. Really a very cool feature, especially if you're a curious mind and maybe you like to take pictures of, insects or different plants, or maybe you even like old school cars. You can use this to find images or to define certain things in your images. Now, one thing I will say about this is that if your image isn't clear, or if it's not as a whole, it does make the search process a little bit more tricky, and you might not find exactly what you're looking for right away, but it's definitely better than just taking a wild guess out into the Google space out there. So that is the reverse image search. And last but not least, do you know that you can actually track your packages just by putting in your tracking number? So most of the time when we order something and we get a tracking number, it shows up in our email, or we need to go into our account, maybe on Amazon, and get the tracking number, and then you click it, and then you got to log into the UPS thing, and then you got to, so I mean, it definitely takes you a few steps to find your tracking. Well, if you go into those accounts and you can just copy your tracking number, you can go into the Google search bar and paste it in there. Well, that did not work for me. Let's go to this one. There we go, tracking number. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and paste it in there. And look at that. So it takes you directly to your item. And you can, it gives you, says track package, track via UPS, and then you would literally go in there and it tells you exactly when your stuff is going to be done. So I know that sometimes when I would look up tracking information, it would kind of drive me a little crazy because I'd have to just click through so many different things to get there. And more often than not, I would just not even pay attention to it and just wait for my package to be delivered. So this is just a very easy, simple way to get that information without all of the hoops that you have to jump through to get it. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you add any additional comments if there's anything you would like to see later on. I'd be happy to go over that stuff with you. So I am going to go ahead and sign off here, but I want everyone to have an amazing weekend and have a fantastic day.